Hi everyone, it's Sandra here. You are looking in on the vermicompost from our second garden worm tower that we harvested just 11 days ago. I did a baiting operation just now and I pulled out a few worms and they are hiding under this jumble of leaves or leaf stems and needles that I also pulled out. So we are going to take those over to Gilligan, and I will tell you why when we were over at Gilligan. But first I just want to show you what this garden worm tower looks like after 11 days. We just took the whole bucket and dumped it into here. You can still see the remnants of some needles. You can still see some larger bits of unprocessed carbon, maybe the odd stick, and you probably will see the odd worm go by. And that's all very normal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this contents rest about another 2.5 weeks until early October. We'll be adding this to our gardens while the rest of the worms that I pull out of here will keep working in Gilligan. So let me go over there. Just hang on. Okay, so I'm back here at Gilligan. There are the worms on a bucket lid that I want to add to Gilligan. First, let's peel back the hemp. I'm not doing a full check-in on Gilligan. I'm really just adding these worms, but oh, look at over here. Gilligan's worms are leaving me presents. Oh, no, that isn't a cocoon. I thought that was a cocoon on the surface. All right, so
there's one.
There's one there. Okay, that's cool. All right, so let me just make sure I form a little bit of a divot for these new worms to go in. I'll dig down as far as I feel I can comfortably dig without getting into the egg carton tower. Oh, I think I'm starting to feel egg cartons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's enough for that. So like I said, the worms dove down. So here are some needles that I found in the garden worm tower bucket. Now, so why aren't I putting these back into the worm tower? Well, my thinking here, Gilligan has a thermostatically controlled seed heating mat under him. He's going to be lovely, even night and day temperatures all winter long. The garden tower is not. I think the garden tower, we did return enough worms to it. They will be repopulating as we speak. And so I think they will be just fine in there. They're not going to be any more productive through the winter because I add, you know, these 100 or so worms that I've just pulled out of Gilligan. But Gilligan, on the other hand, will remain a reproductive zone, a feeding zone, and a productive zone all winter long. So there are the worms that I pulled out of the tower. Like I said, I did a baiting operation in there. So there's quite a few worms going into Gilligan. Let me just shake this, try to get these last few off this lid. I'll rinse the lid into Gilligan and put these last few worms in there. So that's why I'm not adding these back to the towers. I think they'll be more productive in Gilligan. They will stay productive all winter long, unlike the garden towers that I think will go into kind of a stasis through the winter and then pick up again in the spring. So I'm thinking let these worms go to work in Gilligan. You can see that I pulled out quite a few cocoons from the worm tower. You can see them all, they'll be all littered through here. So I pulled out quite a few cocoons and these worms, and I'll give them their own leaf back that I marked the feeding zone with. And so that's it. I'll do a full Gilligan check-in in a day or so, but for the moment, that's it for now. All right, bye everyone.